Bramo ato abusuafo ma munyina aha UTV so eni omayimu ene amagoso nsem ayensa kane aboabo no eno na edu so ayede Bramo efri abeka junction ewo enkrakopon mu na this way chocolate drink osudio ya eni ensohye ena fe enyuma konkaye na akabom aso yasene ayedi awie pamture kasebo no Bramo DSTV channel 360 kasebo no yetwa eguso na debedi emu akotini bi enie. Most Reverend Philip Name akasa asre Ghana fo nyina so bia nya ne fam de ema afi abato no enkoye asumdwe enkoa sanso en Vice President Emma Imani Africa ono so akasa de atodwa say Electoral Commission of Ghana said de omakwa koye say adwumako bi a eka enka bi autocratic institution I don't know wakasa edi afa ho. Amanyokwa ne di edi Alliance for Change anase Movement for Change. Ne kofa bai onunyafo Alankodwo Kyerematen. Wakasa di atodwa se nyame ya dom no be mampanyi ewo memu a. Etitafo mo kira de o makranta Arabic schools no busumi bia no eyade a obetua wonom eka. Sanso ena adehia wonom ewo ma 5 ma 7 ene asuoja. We yenkrase e watakwanso ayem kropon mu. Wom dia to dwa se akwan a wom nam so no enkoye kra ebusanfo wei ane ensem bia ebi account na editie na edihwe ane aso no so program ye de Bramo ewo UTV so ewo enkran abeka junction Midday ede afia educhumwa nosa me ane eye from to broadcast ebono Midday Bramo afi emu ensem ankasa enie. Most Reverend Philip Name wono ene ye Metropolitan Archbishop Emma Tamale na opanyi wakasa ede ato Ghana fo nyina nim say obi anya ne fam de emmoa ema afi abato no enya asumdwe ene adwobro kwan so.
Our role as stakeholders, whether political leaders, civil society organizations, religious leaders, media or the general public is very pivotal. Through our collective efforts, that we can build an electoral process that stands as a testament to our commitment to democratic principles and national integrity. In our pursuit of credible elections, trust must be our foundation. Trust is built through transparency, accountability, and mutual respect. It requires us to engage openly, to listen to one another, and to address concerns with sincerity and resolve.
I have a feeling that for a very long time, we Ghanaians, we only look at election as an end to itself, not as a means. That is a problem. Election is just a process, it's just a means to take you to something. And that something is development. We elect you, we give you power. What we now expect is how you can galvanize resources to transform the nation.
Ghana has made some progress in the unending search for a better system of government and development. It is our collective responsibility, not that of the EC alone, to sustain the efforts and achievements made so far and to improve on it. Good governance can therefore not be the responsibility of any person, institution, or group of people. It is a responsibility of all stakeholders. Trust is key, a very important ingredient in human relationship. This ingredient is gradually eluding us in Ghana. But we cannot achieve a free, fair, credible, and peaceful elections without trust. So to achieve this goal, of having a free, fair, credible, and peaceful elections, we must work together to build trust in ourselves and our institutions of state. As the bedrock of every democracy, Parliament recognizes the paramount importance of safeguarding the integrity of our electoral process and the conduct of every actor in the process till the declaration of the results and thereafter. My Lord Chairman, fellow participants, it is important to mention that the choices we make in the coming months will define not just our legacy, but the fate of our democracy.
Vice President Emma Imani Africa Owura Kofi Bento na wakasa dia to just say the Electoral Commission of Ghana as omoka enkabi ai wo mu eteke omudisi no omusi ginaya obi antumi nya ho hye obi antumi enkasa emfa ho omakwa akoyom ho se autocratic institution bi sei wo se ekoba ne sa emmoa ema Ghana kabam kabi democracy no enkoso yi.
Indeed, one of the things I want to point out to us here is that it falls to us, heads of security agencies, chiefs, everybody. It falls to us, whether we sought to lead or leadership was thrust upon us, that we have to work to make sure that we continue to maintain the peace that the world envies about this country. And I do not say that lightly. I say that because part of our problem in Ghana is that we refuse to take our positions and to do what is really our work. So I'm starting by saying it falls to those of us in this room upon whom leadership has been thrust or who have sought leadership, whether in the security service or everywhere, to lead and make sure that we have free, fair, credible, and peaceful elections this time round. The truth is that we have let a lot slip in the past. Today, as we speak, we are suffering incendiary language that in other places causes war. And it's coming from the highest place, but still we try to pretend everything is going to work out. We presume that there will be peace because somehow we've managed to escape consistently the worst forms of trouble. Even though we go all the way to the brink, something pulls us back. But for how long will we continue to escape the consequence of our own actions? So presuming peace is dangerous. It falls to us leaders not to fall into that trap, but actually engineer peace. And I tell you, something is keeping this country together. It is not us. Whoever you believe in, thank him. Because our actions don't merit the kind of peace we have. The things we do and do not do, the failures of our leaders at every level do not merit the kind of peace we have. People did less and suffered more. Rwanda didn't have some of the problems that we have had. The things that started the wars in Sierra Leone and Liberia, we have seen them here in multiples. We didn't have problems. So we need to appreciate the greatness of our luck and make sure it doesn't run out. Structure, the way things are positioned, regulates behavior. The people in the Electoral Commission are not bad people. But when they end up in a certain structure, that structure will determine how they behave.
Electoral Commission ejina emraso ama Pusika District Electoral Officer wonom atweno asensan oboni be so ma suspend no na ni nyina mu no chese ne bone ni say wajiro no akasa tumi so ama enipa makomako aduasa enwotwe 38 voters wayi wo mudin ekọ constituency foforo abato mpesu aso foforo wa abra Electoral Commission panyifo enim ho hwe de waye no etia mra enu nti eno matweno asensan Dr. Bosman Asare wakasa edi afa ho
na se ya titi se inkrofobia obo tamale ni sa na regu important wo baby omo ya transfer na kwa kodi Pusika wo Upper East na ye busa mu omo aso mu ko Upper East baby an ko ya transfer nti ema yechi obinti bi a yesi okogije nkrofo ka so ogba akọpẹ bosia ẹdi amọmọ ti electoral commission so yẹte yẹtu mu anamọ ni ayẹ hwehwẹmu bebree hwehwẹmu na yẹdi kan yẹ no ama yẹ district officer wọ kusiga hɔ no yaba ne suspension asesi a yẹ kasa ẹni ọno na ɛwɔ office hɔ na apart from that nso egusu ayɛ investigation yɛ invite ne sɛ yɛ bɛsi etie n'anum asɛm ne ewu deɛ ɛkɔɔ so wɔ kusiga ɛnam transfer na ɛbaa so ne so. And yes, I can be said. Now, say it is said, and they do have more year transfer, the numbers not broke. Now, the commission can say, numbers not broke, so they are covering and said, Yaki Kabum no, over year transfer, it be 2020, and 2023, and yes, I can 2024, the know. And during one, every already start 2024 transfers, no, may be 100 2020 and 2023, the other account. Na no ene bibia say register ne kura na say the commission bani for ya say ya sans say no ti ya say na wie the best the register ne so aba political parties no more say am party na 2024 omo ye transfers no omo edi ene wo so na ya ba wie na commission ka say che ya say bebre ya mo di bebre say ya be say 2024 elections no what say ya be 2020 ma bibia ko kama de but before the game be ato akwam say ya 2024 ready election bibia be ko kama bibia be ko che ya buta de say be kama che ya nyina wo man mu na register de de be ne say ya bi ka no bibia so betumi ya kama na enya Ghana fo nko na e ba say hye ya bonyam ewiase afa na nyina nso e be hye omo ani bonyam.
Aban lawyer panyi onwan so ene atentene ne so afo mekire ononya for Godfred yeboa odame wakasa ede ato amaman ahodo a wonom ayi won fam die na afi wako atie sikasemu awudie ayempempi etakoso ewo amahodo ahye so mekire cross border economic and financial crimes anim se ne die mada wo mo hwe no wonko ho emmom yie se de be adwuma wo mo eye no obetumi aye amano SCP.
The country's racial poor, developed and underdeveloped, investor and recipient of foreign direct investment comes to us. The motivation for financial and economic crimes often is the acquisition of illicit wealth and securing of undue advantage. Asset tracing is therefore the end game, in my view, in dealing with the economic and financial crime. Apart from being simply unquestionable perpetrators of economic crime to conceal or keep the fruits of their crimes for the relatively less developed world, such as Ghana and other African countries, the phenomenon brings mistrust in the system and denies the nations of much needed revenue for the execution of lofty governmental projects. Thus, the quest to recover the assets of criminals obtained from illicit enterprise places law enforcement agencies squarely in a position to contribute to the national purse, since the success in this regard makes them the major generator of revenue. Three mechanisms stipulated in the Yoko Act positions Yoko as a key institution for the recovery of the process of crime in Ghana. And these are the search and seizure powers of Yoko, the power to track properties, as well as the authority, as well as the mandate to investigate tax fraud, but possibly say on the authority of the attorney. The property tracking mandate of Yoko, undoubtedly useful for the identification and discovery of illicit property, requires cooperation with other institutions of state and other foreign or international agencies. Another office, the Office of the Special Prosecutor and the OSP for short, was also established in 2017, pursuant to law. 5 mechanisms established in the OSP Act fully equip the OSP with the performance of a core function to recover the proceeds of crime. These are the search and seizure powers of the office, the power to confiscate property pursuant to a court order, the power to apply to a court to concur the payment of a pecuniary penalty in respect of properties that cannot be the subject of an order for confiscation, the power to apply to the court to lift the veil to unravel the identities of persons and entities holding illicitly acquired property on behalf of others, and the power to trace properties. Another piece of legislation which has many normative provisions assisting the creation of assets and ultimately the elimination of economic crime, is a new Companies Act of Ghana. By virtue of a variety of measures introduced by Ghana's Companies Act to ensure the prompt verification of information provided by companies to register of companies, provisions directing access to information contained in the register, and the introduction of the declaration of beneficial owners, the Office of Register of Companies has become a reliable partner of the government in its efforts to counter corruption. The duty to provide particulars of beneficial owners and the verification processes provide a strong safeguard against money laundering and corruption generally, and ultimately boost investor confidence in the Ghanaian economy.
DKM Microfinance Ghana Fosi Kadodo no a akwakọ loki wo honum ebesi ne omuntu ebi kura fa ho awu ebi afa ho didam ebi afa ho eti ni so akyesanya asam keto akura na aban ba na kyese omu begu sa DKM ni mu enam so amankrofo sika aloki wo honum ebesi ne yentuayo asafo no wo mu etwa adwede bia na no anakane mampanyu owura John Dramani Mahama akasa ho ade atodwa se nipa waso Dr. Muhammadu Baumia asene e wosikasemu na wo boa no ne campaign mu pa wosikasemu no eye nipa DKM financial microfinance no eye ne dia no nti wo de ato Ghana fo a wo musika akolok wo se mo nkwo papa no no mo nkwaji wo musika
mo kai se 2016 Abraham ye mampanyi jumedie bi bai our friend DKM Mokai said, Samre no MPP4 omo MP4 ni one more omo boja a press conference says DKM no a me any munu abalodi na dia Mokai nani ya enchebia ena omanpenyi abedi eche baomia Oko krobi ewo srima e friend nandom na oko ho no onam no na abrantie bi ene ne nanam a omobọ nkomo nti etwa samfoni ne baaye no ene ko ba se DKM amwate no eye sa abrantie ne dia ena ni wofa a oye minister of interior and procedure Ojitu mu said DKM Rua no oye MPP ni na oye one of the financiers of Omampenya Bedeche Dr. Baumia. Enti ekye se enkontompo ne ntro a omudigu yeso no. Enne adedi se na nipa DKM ne de no oye MPP ni. Ezu musika no di ye no eno bi na order ma Dr. Baumia e de ye ne campaign enti entro de ene America eko ene nokra eko America entro be di kan onso enko dru awieye enokra no ene be di nkunim ezu Enti MPP for no ba Dr. Baumia ba Mumbusa ne said DKM man obeyia di pesika koe no ma hu se onene nante enti Mumbusa no na onfa musika mremo
Awuzanfo ya tuwa kase bono eso na arehusam abeto ya pronso ekire se emfie dunwotwe abemu abia ne din edi Edward Saki na oye SS3 students sabra meka say wonka atiasefo ho biu ne nyina ne se ono anu yonko na akasakasa aba omuntem amenam so ne yonko no ede sekan awo no akunuo yenko ahoma no so na ye ne wofanimpon ane din ede Owura Emmanuel Saki edwetwe ho enkomo obidum bie UTV premtureka sebosu ni ma hen
na mami good afternoon we share with you
obi aje so na mpacho wankasa wo ho te say yo yeda sese waje so papa arehusem ya yatie edi nkan no eye no kore na se eye no kore a eba ne sei chechemu kakrama ye
okay so eba ne sende na eno about this time we wejuma eno mo frame say me brapen o frame so ni ban ko school no your nephew back on in the school. What friend say, you're warning me and if you can order from. Na boy on neutral exams no. Then omo won if you can. You can so we do na fit school no outside I don't want to see no any college. And I want to see can thereby then by you see you thereby. You follow up the case no. If you teachers no boy no join if you host to her in front of the teachers. And other one akuma see can in front of the teachers. I was pleading for his life. Obi I see no. And omo my bunny bleedy it's cosmates maybe and a rushing so I'm going to collect my hospital which is nearby. I'm going to call he died on arrival.
And then be a school bay, school pot.
Orally secondary school, I work with one.
Running. Oh, okay.
Orally.
Na me pacho mude maso ato fom tietie mu no e de na de sa misunderstanding ne ba ya ba ko awo e wo fase ne etu akunisa
and they call no the teachers don't want to speak with us administrators so bia any enkasa nti police for e by mu ama amusi yenja bibia mo so we are waiting for their response nti say the me ama Manet police station amu na mu start case no to share. None of them want to speak with us since yesterday up to your name. I mean, we can see. I follow so teachers me so na ya go school so go be so me say I don't know be school am won if can my shahan e ma nipa ni wa teachers no was school class e wo ha ya wo bi sika kwa mbe ration to them yes hospital Electoral hospital why shahan e ma na bi this am na so we are seeking justice for him. That's what we want.
Okay. Eti the one is can sabe away.
Our Manet police station.
Okay. Eti ebasa no teachers now for now hospital.
I'm not for hospital. Or the hospital mani BD ya mani colleagues no be extra exam say year no. And number ration so I'm to me mani I'm cosmate ni our family so I'm family. And I'm going to call some compare taxi so am and I'll be on private car, I form call left my
and teachers no any mundins, I was so be our Akodano.
None of them want to speak with us. But previous days, the headmistress, or maybe beer, or maybe I'm not my friend, maybe I'm sending the momo, and be but up to and no, my patches and maybe a phone, and no man, you have in the phone also.
Eti muko school wono muko to headmistress no so enkomo ba na mo ni di
ya den police force omo my room if you need your phone omo ba ni na edge na boss police one no after me the school they don't want us to enter omo obi anko obi amba omo close gate no omo mo obi really if you any headmistress obi anka sa na ya stand be
okay enti say asam no wa post for nsam ho
asam no Manet police station
okay ene Brahima yensu de ani bedi achi ni ahye baabi e ba akosi ya mamu ya konso ebusanfo owura Emmanuel Saki wono na na wa ahoma no so ane ne twetwe nkomo ne wo faase ni mpon awo SS3 ena wone ne yonko misunderstanding bi the bio said you ama ne yonko no awo ne sekan ama sisi amekase ne wo faase ne dindi Edward Saki no wonka atiasefo ho ebiem yeto akase bono so na yakọ ensem foforo emu Alliance for Change another movement for change amanyekuo ewo oman emu ne kofa bai ononyafo Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen wono anso na etu franka de masa amanyekuo ewo afi abato ni mu wakasa ahyebose teacherfo mo kyera de ewo makaranta anampo Arabic schools ahodo ewo oman mu no wosiso be man panyi abosumi bia no obetua wonum eka
wow say addition epejanipa na sese wuka makaranta wonwe chango makaranta woni se tuamuka abai tuamuka teacher ko nyina wagani tuamuka adenti ana Islamic teachers makaranta for there the Joma Yenjo Musoka. Ananda, Makaranta teachers, Makaranta teachers. Alan Bar. You bet your winaka. Said the Baya almost so benya. I get a pania kuma. I get said, Yanana, your office, my dear.
Enyanentiese National Cybersecurity Awareness Month ayade egusua neno ena se de wonom adanadi ama wode ho afutuo ema Ghana maburu no obi asa ni de mada eba eye cybersecurity anampo digital safety ho a ya wo mo emfa no asemia.
Thank you all for taking time to be here with us. The advancement of digital technologies has brought a lot of opportunities to us and transform the way we live and interact and work in the digital age. However, it is also accompanied by inherent risks to individuals, organizations, and societies. Lots of cyber threats include cyberbullying, privacy breaches, spread of misinformation and disinformation, which have all become prevalent and of concern. We celebrate the introduction of new technologies like artificial intelligence because of its potential to transform our lives in a positive manner. But it also comes with significant challenges because not everybody, as is wont in the human experience, is that not everybody would use these tools for useful purposes. And there are others who would also abuse them for their own ends in an antisocial manner, which would not inure to the benefit for all of us. And so we've instituted this National Cybersecurity Awareness Month since October 2018 to promote awareness of digital safety and best practices. This month-long event has provided the public with information to empower them to protect personal and corporate data from cybercrime perpetrators in the face of the ever-evolving global digital landscape. That awareness program is not only conducted in the month of October, it's part of the mandate of the Cybersecurity Authority, but we focus on it in October to create additional awareness.
I think elections constitute arguably the most important democratic exercise with respect to the kind of dispensation that we've adopted as a country. For more than 30 years, I think Ghana has tried. And as we also use technology as a medium and a mechanism to facilitate this democratic process, you ought to be conscious of the risks and work tirelessly to safeguard and consolidate our democratic gains. It is important, therefore, as authority with a mandate to ensure Ghana's cybersecurity, we take steps. And we've been grateful to have the direction of the governing board, as well as other stakeholders, to focus our awareness creation on misinformation and also disinformation. If you have any suspicions regarding a certain information circulating, please do. Minimum, just call 292. You can verify from the team at the Cybersecurity Authority, to help you navigate and how to handle such information.
Sayako eye suhum abato mpesua so ewo epoye mantama mashibedwani ohonum eye oboafo kwadwo asante no panyi akasa ede atodwase nyame eye adoma afi abato eba no wose wo bejiro no akasa dimu kwantenkro oboni be say independent candidate na wode apre adwa wote so no ewo nimpotamu ho a.
If your boy, we develop a place, we develop your people, we develop a constituency. Maybe it's a number one. Everyone has been trying. In fact, a person will be at the line. Into the good one, I'm a good and in the end of the time, one of the nobody will develop that. There's a metal of so about the day. I'm not telling you, when they am good, I got my own just to make some way out of the yeah, and it's a yes, every day. You'll be a very dealer. Very dealer. It doesn't matter how bad the weather can be. But I'm so sorry. But I need to question my people. So I don't
I'm a bomb for just a tennis fair. May yet be my party in 92. May the MP said, I'm a yes, I'm a chrono. But I'm a bomb for just a thing of Bayano. One my brother to bomb. My young man grown is a chef. My young man grown is a chef. And the Amak chrono. And to me, as a woman organizer, let me support. Between you, I got come and bury.
Dentia, you didn't say MPC ni bebra betna so modern boy boy ko jasante airport no ebro adwen en ntia so na MPP abetna so pen wa say city ase na MPP seat MPP fu no betna so be honorable fee so asana boy ko jasante ba no o trans for good 16 good years when timi am wasu maya ma timi timi tumpon se na boy ko jasante e ba 3.5 years obeye onu ti na ye nyina ye de odobi en se na mbutu ori aboman ni mniti ye nyina ye de ye di no
Dentia mi di obo afo etimi se oba enfie 9 na ebe empuntutuma oye no eno ne ye pese otoa so eno ntina mi di obo afo eti efiso bia ba na oye empuntutuma se de oye koyi aka Ghana ye didi se ebe sesa ye koyi ni manisa oba ye 4 years deni enso o hwe de oye a empo agility afo obo afo no oye na famude MC ye ogoma oye hwe e makomu etopia disi ni mo support obo afo but me president Muhammad support no
Adisia wonum ewo mile 5 mile 7 ena afe esuoja a ni nyina ye nkrase ewo takwanso yem kropon no emu womo akasa ede atodwa se akwan akodo a womo nam so no enkoye akwan na sai papa adani ntokro ni amena womo kwa enye omba enye ama akoni abadie enya nika ewo sampotem wonom womo chese aban no atwa womo agya ewo mpotudwuma mu titru ene akwan akodo mu na wo hwenso a womo yekua pa enu ntia wo se aban enemanim ya no woboa na womo akwan no otumi eye edema won
akwan no nye mpemfunu mo aboy abro beble temia wo kase wo betu aba wo kase akwan we yetu aba na ye wini ya be ya mo stay now iso to si di agwaye ntimi nkomma moto fi no 5 cities but si ona me kwan di eko soja wo di 20 cities nkanka adesa wanje be 50 cities obeje be 100 cities obo mpefuru aboy abo bebre youth we hu mobile gugu onye aban no de begu ye no ma na de begu so nti aboy abro bebre isi enya lodu kura na ye bakwa na ye din ama ye ba yo ntimi lodu ni so ankwa ntimi mfa ka se ye family abani pa no so hia no ba charges na be charge na kwa na enye ntimi charge kura na omosi yen santi so ama ntimi ma kwa na ma ebele kwa na ebele drivers for no obi wa no ya nipa ne yale na so mo de na ba e mo den se nipa no o de mu kura na kwa na de wa tie no osuro se bia nipa no kura no obesa e prepare mo ansana o de na be do hospital nti no ba kura no mfili so de ne beba
e kwa na de onye kura esia ye ba ya bresa emu ateta ne sportus ni ya mo nti yesaba kwa na de abane de yebeto ba kwa na de ba mo modran ye mai
tenso fa sai enso to sai ye bre untimi mfam so timi to abe kwa ni ye de enso no to a enso ne ntimi nda kwa ni nyanti enso ne to no ama enso so timi tiemu wo kwa mo nti kwa ni mbom de enye
ban omwoye na moto drivers ni ye bre enso to de a yentum fa kwa yedo nsuta yentum fa kwa yedo pa nti abana yesre na omwoye
Yedi nkan ati dada se afimu miamia bebre ensuo no anhyeda anto papa se dan kakuyafo betumi enya bie ede ayo mukua ama enuane no nubaya hodo abebu nkam afaso ewo omemu titru ene atifi mantam na no mpo na mpanyimfo de betu dwo se ansha enema bi a wo mudua watifi mantam ya na ba ha no ɛho bɛyɛ den kakra nam so mpo wahyɛ sɛ wɔn makwan ɛma wɔn fa bi ɛnkɔ amanhodoɔ so ɛnkɔtɔn na no ɛna adwadifo a wɔn ɛtɔn banchimole ɛne emole ankasa ɛna afi bibi ti sɛ dua beans granules ɛyɛ nkateɛ ne aburo ɛwɔ dɔme market wɔn ɛde ato dwa sɛ ansha ɛboɔ no ɛbɛkɔ soro ɛnam nsu a antɔ ɛwɔ atifi mantam ama no ama bebree no
kuro me yesisala ni ye kuro mu ensu onto enti aduane ni ho aduane bo ayede enkate bo ayede aburo bo ayede sese ye ni ano ye de ye nkoka se aban bi na aye ensu na anto ana aduane no problem abam eti ye sre awrade se awrade ma ensu onto
do me ha de obolo bi ani me mole joso ha oba pa mole ha ya mole hima no me ani ese sa mole we first one legi 2-3 and 2-7 they say we 5 million when any ho awia no nso na nto ensuo na deba ensuo ni feli wo mo bebre twa yemburagu enti eni ho yeso bi na de asi ade no ensuo na nto enti ma buru na anya yi afi ekwom no ebeba mete say aban say aka me fa bi nya exports no wa ma fa mo na nsi fom na sa na bekono dia nije fo no to nije fo no to omo de yesefo no kura no ewo nwura mu kura na abro ne nwoye no modia no
ye fo ano so na wote wo mem na to ade abode na obi so ba be fa kwa se kura se ye meti ye se wo kotogwa togo koto aduane a this smuggler na ade smuggler aduane ne de anya politics kura se nsuo to na ye yi
afi ade a ye dua ne fom bia no nsuo no anto nti anya yi ti aba ya ne sa ma ya ye pe sa wa ya ne sa de ani on san kra buro ni bi obenya ba bia kra bia on kra ne amamra na de akwa ne de be kakra ye kokora ye nya
ama ya be mu kra ye bu evi se beans mu first beans long kakra na 8 cedi 8 cedis no yet me share 2 cedis ase nsu aseb na ba ya ye come 50 Ghana sa 50 Ghana no so de ye ton kakra kante no e ba ye share 10 cedis
aside say season nya no season de egitum say ankoyi but beyond that ni sika no na exchange rate na mana age problems ni nyina aba
Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council wonum akasa diato Ghana manyofo enim say sabre ya pempen so na afia kwakoto mampanyin ni mrase bedwa aba no a wo munso egu am campaign so na ni die mada die ntia e wo se Ghana fo eto aba edema wo mu ene dia wo mu ba o maimu a wo mu ebeye dia sesa Ghana fo abrabo mu no eno ena wo se obo hu dawuro na afi wo de hyenkrofo tim na mum atenie ni die wo se wo mu nhwe na wo mu mfanto wo chikakra.
We appeal to the flag bearers and the members of the National Congress, NDC, the New Patriotic Party, MPP, and all other political entities to actively promote peace and avoid any actions that may incite conflict. Furthermore, we encourage the youth and the party members to engage in constructive dialogue and refrain from any form of violence or intimidation. The GPCC remains committed to supporting a fair and transparent electoral process and will continue to advocate for peace and unity throughout this period.
Now, on the 28th September 2024, your share will achievement wo policies enema wo de agu akwan so a wo de eba be ya boa Ghana man eno nti the National Affairs Clergy Council say yen kanchira will say on the 28th September we are going to honor you, and on that same day we will declare our support for you.
May the Islamic inchia which connote peace, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Me Islamic scholars I wish you were hinyara was a men kanchra me papa ya yenua alhaji bam yese inshallah oya Allah ne pia us waiting kunime what's the main country and say working can the manifesto and inyama waye and a daughter to name him sobayan us inshallah once wash and was on the 7th work on wako woman yamame honorable on the men can hasam because yenya yaja tum se kaso ayane dia imam omayeta asusu de afi most of time zongo yeshia what's yanto skirt and blouse obia anto ha na we into ha osafi yayen se yerutu ni nyara ama madam na darumanti
I was on for a good year, Monsam, and Edru so ye train one basisia.